So here we are at Goldhead Branch State Park. Mother's Day, brought the e-bikes out. We're going down in the ravine, down the staircase. And these banks are steep. So it's kind of like close you get to a canyon in Florida. But hey, it's Backwoods Florida Adventures, Goldhead Branch State Park. A very out of the way place. Not a lot of visitors here every year. Central Clay County. So we're going to take all the way down the staircase. This place was built back in the 1930s by the Civilian Conservation Corps. And a ravine is basically a huge sinkhole. That didn't fill completely with water. So I can see there's lots of steps. We got a long way to go. We got a nice boardwalk along the spring run at the bottom. So most of these ravines do have springs down below. But it's probably, well, at least, 100 feet? From the top to the down to the bottom, at least.
Yeah.
I think those pillars holding that up since 1930 could probably use a little repair. They're almost completely rotted away, or spalted away. They said this was built in the 1930s. And you can see where they cast in place. They did a cast in place concrete wall right here. You can see the different lifts that they did, where the probably 2x6 pine boards. They poured it in lifts to be able to make these angles. You usually can tell how old concrete is just by how much of the aggregate's showing. And that, what you hear there, that's the screaming ravine banshee. Native here at Goldhead Branch State Park. Okay, so we came up to the head of the spring right here, and it's a whole different world down in the bottom of this ravine. It's like 20 degrees cooler because you got that cool water from the spring run right there. And you can see the limestone in the bottom of the spring run, and different kinds of palms. I believe this is a Florida fern palm. I'm not sure. Definitely not a palmetto. It's definitely not a cabbage palm. There are palmettos down up higher on the bank here. A lot of sweet gum trees and bays, big huge maples, and few oaks down in here, mostly sweet gum. We're following this trail on down here.
Mud down there.
Horsefly after me. Guess this is where they were getting their feet wet. So as we go further and further down the trail, more and more springs start to converge and you get more and more water. Giant sweet gums and hickories, trees. You see right here is another very small spring popping out of the side. Right here, small trickle flowing in, and it happens in hundreds of different places. almost being like being in a little mini rainforest.
Yeah, almost.
There's all kinds of birds.
Look at this. Oh my. Those are huge.
Probably one of the biggest magnolia trees I've ever seen right there.
I'm telling you.
We got oaks. Big old live oak right here. Oh,
Wow.
so let's walk right up on her.
Right there.
So we're down this trail and found this monkey tree. That's what we always call them, because you could climb on it like a monkey. It's all bent branches. Who knows what makes it grow that way? That's the monkey tree.
Pretty cool. Chew up like that.
I see that. Okay, we just popped out kind of on the edge of the longleaf forest, and you see where they've just done a prescribed burning here this winter. Actually, not too long ago. There's just now some stuff starting to come back. The fire is what makes Florida forest natural. It's also very good for the wildlife population, especially wild turkeys and deer. Keeps all that nutrients going in a cycle. What we're looking at here is the saw palmetto bloom. You can see that there's dozens of different kinds of little small wasps, green bees, other natural critters out here that are pollinating those blooms. And these will make a saw palmetto berry this year, which has many medicinal values. Natives used to use them, and they're still used today in all types of, especially prostate health foods and supplements. Alright, 1.1 mile hike to the mill site.
See, this is a 1 mile trail. It's not a loop trail. To return to this point, you must come back along the same trail for the total distance of
The
2
ridge
miles.
trail, yeah, the loop. This makes a
Yeah.
loop. It's on my Gaia. But apparently we could have just driven right over here, apparently, because these guys were not walking with us. The old mill site.
Oh my god. How are you down
Further
here?
than that, Trevor. Well, come on.
You don't mind this one. We're just standing out here next to it. Okay, this is the original camp that the Civilian Conservation Corps lived in while they were here building the park. You can see the old limestone stone chimneys quarried around here locally. that rock pine board clap siding on there. Here we got 3 sandhill cranes with a little fluffy juvenile. Haven't really seen sandhill cranes up around where I'm at, but there you go. This place was wilderness in 1939. Really wilderness. And this big pavilion down here is timber frame with wood shake roof on it. We're gonna check that out next. All right, guys, we're here at the big picnic pavilion, and you can see still the marks from where these timbers, that this huge timbers were hand hewn timbers, probably cut from trees, are right around here back in 1939. You see the giant bolts, the giant lag bolts holding it together right here. Okay, still standing. I'm really digging the carpentry it took to do all this with hand tools. Remember hand tools back them days, okay? All these kickers, even this decorative stuff, all this stuff cut with crosscut saws, chisels, mortise chisels, big chisels, and axes. Still holding up great today. Of course, back they did have sawmill, but even these square timbers here, you can still see the axe marks where they took those things and hand hewed them out. See, this is one of our typical Florida sinkhole lakes, spring fed, just beautiful.